Hey, what's up? Welcome back to RazerCon 2020 live from the Vegas store. And oh boy, am I excited. We got the boys, Courage and Cloaksy. Boys, it is great to have you with us for RazerCon.
Oh, God, hello. Andy, first off, it's great to see you. I don't know why it was approved that Cloaksy would be on this as well, but it was a terrible mistake, and nothing good can come from this.
Yeah, probably right. What's up?
Dude, it is great, Jack. You and I... What up? Jack, you and I have known each other for a long time. It is so awesome to have you here. Cloak, I got to cast just a little bit in the Bud Light Battle of the Best with you, but tell me, I mean, how are you guys doing? Jack, I thought I saw you tweet that you're playing Among Us all day, and Cloak, I know you were running games with Maven, TP, and Merc. We thank you for bringing your whole community over as well, both of you guys. How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm doing great. Yeah, we're playing Among Us all day, starting in about 45 minutes here. I've been so addicted to the game, and I'm doing good. I was watching the keynote earlier. Was excited to see all the new stuff coming from Razer, and honestly, just enjoying a good Saturday. Dennis, I'm sure you've had just a wonderful morning, rage-free.
It was great. Warzone has been nothing but non-buggy, winning every game. No stream snipers. It's great. It's phenomenal. I'm having a blast. Help me.
Yeah, absolutely. No. Nothing like that. Guys, we have a bunch of time today. I'm excited to talk about, hear your perspectives both on creator culture, what the next few years were like, maybe inspiration for future creators. But Jack, I want to start just because we're here at RazerCon. Talk to me a little bit about the partnership with Razer. There's so many content creators that would love to be part of a brand that takes hardware so seriously. So talk to me just a little bit about what it means to be part of Team Razer.
Oh, I mean, I just tweeted about it to send everyone over here to the stream, but I've been partnering now with Razer for 2 years, and it's been great. The team is awesome. We've done so many giveaways of my favorite products, and this year we really wanted to kind of push the barrier of our partnership and continue to strive to do great things. So while I continue to upgrade, I changed out from the Razer Kraken headset now to the Black Shark V2, which I've been loving. It's got my name on the top, which reminds me that this is my headset, so no one else can take it. But yeah, I mean, I've used the Death Adder for literally 11 years now. It was the first gaming mouse I ever bought when I got my first gaming laptop to play StarCraft 2 all the way back in 2010. I love their products. They work great. I've never had any issues. And some of the exciting stuff we got going on, we actually released 2 mouse pads together this year. This is one of them. The Takeover design. These things they've sold like hotcakes, Andy. I'll tell you that. And people have been loving it. And I will say here live at RazerCon that I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this, but we have more Courage and Razer collaborative products coming soon. So definitely keep your eyes out for that one if you're excited.
I didn't get one of those. That's weird.
It's okay. Sorry, Dennis. You missed out on that list.
It's fine.
Yeah, Cloaksy, you and I will have to we'll put our people in touch with Jack's people to figure out why we were missed on the mouse pad.
Yeah, I know. I guess our mouse pads got lost in the mail or something like that. I don't know. It's okay. It's all it's eye-opening.
Yeah, it's got to be. I'm sure it'll get taken care of. But I want to start before we dive into more stuff. I believe, Jack, that you might. I mean, we got Cloaksy with us here at RazerCon. That you might have a special announcement in terms of Team Razer stuff.
That's for Cloaksy. Dennis, go.
Wait.
That's your special announcement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like,
this is for you, Jack.
Wait, I was like,
this is for me?
Jack.
Wait, I have a special announcement?
This is for you.
What's my special announcement?
That you have a special announcement about Cloak. This is your announcement. They gave it to you, man.
Wait, what? Why do I have a special announcement about Cloaksy?
Yep.
Cloaksy, you have a special announcement.
You do. You do.
Listen, you
want me to have a special announcement?
You can gas me up a little bit, Jack. Like, let's hear the Courage,
All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Razer said, you know what? We need some insanely handsome, incredibly talented, brilliant gamers to continue to build out our roster of people that rep Razer. So I gave a list of about 125 different people that I want on. And they said, none of those are what we want. And I said, well, then my last pick would be Cloaksy. And so today, it's exciting to say Cloaksy has joined the Razer team alongside me. Dennis, I know this has been a long time coming.
I know it has been, bro. I'm officially a part of Team Razer. I've been using all their products for as long as I can remember. I've been nothing but, when I found out that something was in the works, I was ecstatic. I've been using that Razer Naga from vanilla day. Well, not vanilla, like Wrestle Lich King days. Anyway,
Nice.
I'm beyond ecstatic. Excited to be part of the family. This just means I get to hang out with Jack more. And me and, Jack loves me. So I love you, Jack.
Love you too, dude. Congratulations. I know I see the hype in the chat for Dennis joining the Razer family. So it's exciting, man. And I think, you and I on the team will continue to do great things with Razer. So
W. Fat W. Chat, fill it with W's.
Absolutely. Amazing announcement. Yes, W's in the chat for sure for Cloak. Cloak, congrats on the announcement and partnership. Like you said, I think for so many creators, they already have Razer stuff on their desk. So to be able to partner with the brand is pretty fantastic. Once again, congrats, Cloak, and it's great to have you part of Team Razer. With that said, now that we have kind of the celebratory announcement underway, I'd love to talk about, since we got some time, talk about just how you guys got into games, kind of building the brands that you've built, these amazing communities, and on top of that, maybe speak to the new generation of content creators that's coming up. But I guess it'd be great to start. Jack, I remember playing StarCraft 2 with you in 2010, so I know a little bit about your story. But for folks who don't, what got you at first into games? Not yet even thought about competitive play or content creating, but just into games, period.
Yeah, I first began when I got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, I think when I was 5 at my grandma's house. And that's where my love for gaming really began. As time went on, began to dive into certain different consoles, online play, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3. I was an Xbox 360, all out on the Xbox 360, used to play on a projector in my basement. Got into Halo and competitive gaming there with Halo 2, and then mainly Halo 3. That's how I began to know you and all the other incredible MLG people and Halo people. And my PC gaming really began when I got a laptop to do schoolwork, and then bought a Razer Death Adder to be able to play StarCraft 2 on my PC. Anyone out there ever played Maple Story, bro? I was running around as the best Night Lord in the world. That's not true, but I was a pretty badass Night Lord. So, used to play all those games, and then that's where it really took off. Built my first gaming PC back in August of 2011. I remember it very vividly. So coming up on 10 years in 2021, and the rest is history. That's how I got into streaming. That's how I got into more competitive shooters on PC, and now here we are today. Playing all sorts of stuff on PC, two computers set up, and all out on streaming and content creation.
Yeah, it's amazing. Cloak, people have been watching your gameplay across many games for many years as well, but would love to hear about your background and kind of the path that you took early on.
It's almost the exact same thing as Jack's. I started off, no Nintendo 64 or anything like that. I started off on Xbox, a normal Xbox, playing the very first Halo with my cousins. We would do like little LAN parties, and I was always one that was a little bit better than everyone else, and they always get mad. And then it moved to Halo 2, Halo 3, Xbox 360, stuff like that. But when I first swapped to PC was actually when I was really little, and I went into my brother's room, and he had a desktop with my mom's, and he was playing World of Warcraft, and he was playing as a Tauren, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I'm like, I don't want to play on Xbox anymore. I want to play as a Tauren. And then started on World of Warcraft using Razer products, ASAP the second. And yeah, then I swapped to FPS games, went to CSGO, stuff like that. Played that on the off time, but my main game was always World of Warcraft. And then a Battle Royale came out, which was Arma, which is the very first Battle Royale PlayerUnknown made before PUBG. Swapped to that, and I was just like, oh my God, this genre is so much fun. And then H1Z1 came out, and that's when H1Z1 came out, I realized that I was actually pretty good. I was like a little bit above average. And I'm like, I used to watch streamers all the time. I looked up to people like Summit and like Tim, and I wouldn't look up to Tim. I look down on Tim, but it's
short.
Like, and then I was just like, I'm gonna try doing something with it. And then H1Z1 to start streaming, started getting a little bit, 100 followers here, like 50 followers here. I remember my first stream, I had 6 viewers, and I was freaking out. But then, you know, started streaming
Wow.
H1Z1, kept in the battle royale genre, and then just took off from there. Now here I am.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I think, you know, it's amazing to think, and what an encouragement for up and coming content creators. You know, there's so many that even have so many more than 6 viewers, and they're wondering, man, will all this time be worth it? But it's amazing to hear both of your stories, and like I said, the communities you've built. Of those games, I want to ask, you might have to dig back a bit. Is there a game that you know that you have the most playtime on in terms of total days, lifetime career game that you've played the most?
Me and Jack are the same in this one. I could guarantee it.
You think so? I mean, I have
World of
like
Warcraft.
70. I only have like 75 days played on WoW. You're probably at like a year.
Bro, I have
What are you at?
like on one of my tunes, I'm pretty sure I'm upwards of 400 and something days, almost 500 days logged in game.
No. I've played a lot of World of Warcraft, but I play in like sprints. So like I'll join, play for a certain raid tier, and then like you ghost out and disappear. So I mean most time played. I've played a lot of Fortnite, I know for sure. You know, that's where the streaming career really took off. If you take the entire Call of Duty, you know, universe, that's high up there for me. You know, take all the COD games and throw them together. I put a lot of hours into Halo 3, but it would be definitely between like World of Warcraft, Fortnite, and the Call of Duty games for sure.
Okay. So
Yeah, I forgot about the Halo
this is gonna be
series,
an even
too.
tougher one. It's true. I mean, yeah, I know both of you guys have so much time in Halo as well. It's kind of a cool moment, you know, of course, with Halo Infinite coming next year. There's so many guys that are our age that grew up. I mean, you know, my background is so similar to yours as well. And we were playing the same games at the same time. It is cool to think about the opportunity for Infinite if you know, the potential it has to be embraced by the community that has moved to PC and things like that. It's pretty exciting to think about for sure.
I mean, listen, there's a reason why these console games and these and things that have blown up back in the day have begun putting such an effort into PC. It's because PC is the largest gaming platform, you know, in the world. It's becoming so much more popular here in North America. You know, in such a console-dominated area, with computers continue to becoming more and more affordable, with great companies, you know, with great barriers of it, like very easy barriers of entry, like Razer. You know, you can go get all the peripherals you need for a good price. More and more people are starting to play games on PC. That's why you're seeing the Call of Duty League shift on over to PC. That's why you're seeing Xbox and Halo now begin to make so much more of a push towards PC gaming. And it's absolutely the future. It's going to continue to grow and massively. And, you know, the great thing about it is when you invest in a gaming computer, where, like, let's say you get a laptop to start, like they just announced with the new updates to the Blade. You get something like the Blade that lasts you for years. So with people expecting something like GTA 6 to come in 2023, you know, you can buy that computer now, and 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, it still absolutely holds its own. Still lets you play these top games at a competitive level, especially with the 240 hertz monitors or screens on these laptops. So it's a great investment to make. You know, I always say, if you're going to go to see a movie and spend $25 on a movie ticket for 2 hours, you know, you're paying $13 an hour for this entertainment. Well, you're going to buy a gaming computer for, let's say, $1,000 and get multiple thousands of hours out of it, if not tens of thousands. You know, you're paying less than 50 cents for an hour of entertainment. I think it pays for itself over time.
100%.
Totally. Cloak, I want to start with you. For this one. Of the games we talked about, if you had to pick only 3 games that you could play for the rest of your life, I know this is a tough one. What are those 3 games?
Oh my gosh. If I could choose 3 games to play for the rest of my life.
You're picking
World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. Okay. Yeah, nailed it. World of Warcraft. Shoot, you're really putting me on the spot here. Probably like Mario Kart. Because, you know, there's nothing better than sitting down with a bunch of your friends playing Mario Kart or Super Mario or something like that. Nothing beats it. It's like memories.
It's true.
And then, oh, sheesh. Probably a shooter. It would either have to be Call of Duty if I can play any of the Call of Duty franchises and then make Call of Duty, or it'd be any of the Halo franchises. So I would probably go with everything now. I would go with Call of Duty. So Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and then Super Mario, Mario Kart.
I like the Dark Horse Mario Kart pick for sure. That's a good pick. Jack, what about you?
There's nothing better.
It is great, man. You know, I would say World of Warcraft as well, for sure. As of right now, I've got to absolutely, you know, steal Dennis's answer of just the Call of Duty franchise. I think it's safe to say, with it being a yearly release, that's what I would still want to play, is whatever the new Call of Duty is. As a third, you know, just because I'm loving it so much right now, and I think it does have legs for a long time, I'm going to say Among Us, because I love games like that. It fits right in that mafia genre, werewolf genre. It brings people together. So many laughs, so many good times.
Yeah,
it's great to watch.
Bold
so
move.
I'm gonna take the scapegoat and say Among Us, even though it's only been a month.
Bold move.
No, I think it's a great pick. And I think just the amount of people playing, the amount of people that are tuning into Among Us content, both live and VOD content, it's amazing. And it shows just how, I mean, you know, Werewolf Mafia was kind of this underground culture that people that, you know, whether it was summer camp, gaming events, industry events, like the people who played Werewolf and Mafia were so into it. I want to ask you guys this: who is the better Among Us player between you two?
Probably me.
I'll let Dennis answer. Oh, come on,
Probably
Dennis.
me. Like every
Don't
single
even
time
be
Jack's the
Ian.
imposter, it's so obvious. He just runs around,
is
you know, looking for the donuts.
Oh, the donuts. Here it is. Oh, don't even get me started on you, you stick figure. Honestly, you're lucky that when the vent opens to throw someone else out, it doesn't toss you out too from a gust of wind, you 95 frail looking ass dude.
I mean, true. On the real though, Jack's better than me. He puts in so much time. He has everything memorized, you know. It's a one game that Jack's better than me at. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah, honestly, I'll take that.
Oh, that's amazing. By the way, Cloak, what chair are you in? Are we in the Iskra here?
Oh my God, yeah, the Razer Iskra, they just sent it to me. It's the most comfortable chair I've ever had. The memory foam, I always wear a hat, but sometimes, you know, after stream, I can just lean back whenever I want. It just revolves around my head. It's so nice. And then the back support too. Normally my back was always like hurting, but they have this like adjustable back support, and it's amazing. Phenomenal. I love this chair. I'm obsessed with it.
I was gonna say we got to sit. They got a few release models here. Wait, what was that? What was that, Jack?
I said, look at Dennis taking care of himself with the good back support, doing a good job.
Bro, I play with Tim every day. Are you kidding me? My back is like,
you guys.
Oh my gosh. It's like I'm carrying 9,000 boulders. I play with Nick Merckx and Tim every morning. Holy cow.
Rough.
Brutal.
Oh, it's too funny. I gotta say, we had some Iskras delivered here, some release models, and they're comfy chairs indeed. I want to ask you guys. We talked about a lot of moments throughout both of your gaming careers, and it's, like I said, similar timeline to mine, where there were these pivot turning points. There's a bunch of examples that come to mind, whether it's Halo 2 coming to Xbox Live, what that did for online multiplayer. Of course, Fortnite, the BR genre in general. Is there a single turning point, whether it's for the industry all up or maybe your careers, where you realize this is different, this is important, and maybe even it also kind of gave you a reason to continue pouring your heart into content creation? Is there one or two moments that really stick out to you over the past, you could say, 20 years?
I mean, there's been so many. I think one moment that really stood out to me of how big certain games were getting was when Fortnite broke down the console barrier, the console war, where Xbox and PlayStation could match together in the same lobby. That was, for me, it was like, wow, games are getting so big and are so successful that platforms are these gaming platforms and these companies are willing to break down these barriers that you never thought would happen and appeal to the certain games and the audiences out there. The removal of loot boxes from games, cross-platform, cross-progression. You know, these are all things that are really recent that just make a lot of sense for consumers, but are all thanks to Epic and their moves they'd made with Fortnite. So that for me was really eye-opening. There's been so many, but that one was like, man, the gaming industry is about to continue to make incredible moves to make things better for the consumer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be right there.
Well, yeah, Cloak, what do you think?
You're right there with Jack. It's just when, there was always games that we played and stuff like that that had some traction, but it was never really eye-opening until Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like doing these in-game events and these millions upon millions, like where they tweet out and say this many people tuned in. You're just like, there's no way that many people tuned in. Then you really see the numbers and you're just like, oh my God, like I'm mind blown, and I'm excited to see what some of these companies, including Razer, are going to, what lies for them 20 years down the road or something like that. And it's just seeing something like that just wants to to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and growing yourself to be like a better person, better creator. And just, you don't know what's gonna come out in a month from now. You don't know what's gonna come out in a year from now. And the only thing, just stick with it and see what happens.
Yeah, it's so true. I think just like both of you said, it's become accelerated, right? It's kind of like sped up over the past few years. We saw some big moments for the industry, if you think 15 years ago, 10 years ago. But like you said, now it feels like month in, month out. Of course, 2020 has been a different year, but it feels like month in, month out, there's something new, innovative, revolutionary to get excited about. I want to shift gears a bit and talk a little bit about streaming and content creation. And I'll start off with you, Jack, for this question. Is there someone out there that would be your dream collaborator? You've collaborated with both of you guys have collaborated with a ton of inspirational and crazy successful people throughout many different industries. But is there someone out there that's kind of on a short list of a dream collaborator? Courage, I'll start with you.
For a household name in gaming, it's going to sound really, really cliche, but PewDiePie, especially now that he's been doing more collaborative stuff with Among Us. I really feel like that's an opportunity that I would just have such a blast with, right? He's hysterical. I've looked up to him for years, watched so many of his videos, seen the different sagas he's taken his content. So that would be an awesome one from gaming. Outside of gaming, I'm a huge Yankees fan, so I know a lot of the New York Yankees play different games. A few of them follow me on Instagram, Jordan Montgomery, Aaron Judge. I would love to get some games in with members of the New York Yankees. That would probably be my second one.
Yeah, amazing. Cloak, what about you?
I feel like me and Jack have the same answer for everything. Like, we're both from Jersey, you know what I mean? If I had to do something with gaming too, of course it'd be like PewDiePie. You grew up watching him and stuff like that. He's just someone that, took the entertainment to the next level, took what we do to the next level. So of course it'd be like, he's definitely going to be up there. Just playing a game with him, like something like Among Us or like Call of Duty or something like that would be super, super cool. But outside gaming, like Jack said as well, I'd probably just be, I've been playing with so many people. I'm so fortunate, but it'd probably be like someone like outside of reach would be like playing with Drake or like playing with someone on like that size scale. You know what I mean? Some scale like that big, like whether it's, probably if I could play with some person, it would probably be like Drake, which would be cool.
Awesome. I'm tell you what, I'm looking forward to the Aaron Judge x Courage crossover and the Cloaksy x Drake crossover. I got my fingers crossed for my Jersey boys, of course.
Yes.
Born and raised. I'm hoping for it. In terms of the next generation of streamers, there's so many. We talked about it earlier today when you look at both hardware and software, it is so different from when we all started creating content. Now it is totally feasible for even younger audiences to get their own content going. In terms of that next generation, I guess if you had to pick there's so many things to talk about in terms of building a brand that you guys have done so well over the past few years, but is there maybe one or two tidbits, Cloaksy, we'll start with you, that if you wanted to if you had a few moments to share with people who look up to you guys day in, day out, they're in your streams, and they want to create something like similar to what you guys have, or maybe just take inspiration from it, any words for the up-and-coming content creators out there?
It's pretty much, if I could give a couple words to the up-and-coming content creators out there, it'd be, stay consistent. You might not see growth in, everyone's different when they start creating content. You might not see growth in a day. You might not see growth in a week, a month, a year. I streamed to 6 viewers for 2 years before, the next big thing came out, which was Fortnite. I was fortunate enough to be in the situation I am right now. You don't want to compare yourself to people. If you compare yourself to people, you're just gonna, put a toll on yourself. Just stay consistent, be unique, be funny, be yourself. You know what I mean? You don't wanna pretend you're someone you're not. And so just stay consistent, be yourself, stick with it. And if it's really something that you want to do, put the time in.
Yeah,
Hey,
to
Jack,
follow
what
up on
about
that, I think that Dennis hit the nail on the head on a lot of it. There is an aspect of getting lucky, but I've never gone from zero followers on a platform, with streaming. I thankfully started my career as a Call of Duty commentator, so I built up a bit of an audience there and then leveraged that in starting my stream. But what I will say is this, if you are starting from zero right now and you want to become a content creator, do all the stuff Dennis said, but also I would start uploading your best funny moments on TikTok. Use the correct hashtags. It's the #1 way to get discovered from zero right now in all of online gaming and social media. It is absolutely TikTok For You page with trends like Among Us right now and Fall Guys. That is the best way to get discovered. For even if a video goes viral and it gets you 2 viewers, that 2 is insane for your chance at growth. So that would be my tip.
Yeah, and it's amazing to hear both your takes, because I think things have changed so much over the past few years. You wouldn't, this, like you said, this new TikTok path or ability to discover through these platforms was not a thing. So I think to hear, and you wouldn't have heard it if I asked you the same question even 2 years ago, right? You wouldn't have heard that. So it's incredible to hear just the different opportunities that people have now. I guess that leads really great into the next question that we want to talk about is the biggest, Jack, yours was kind of teeing into it. Some of the biggest trends you think, maybe the next 5 years. We know that month by month, streaming can look different. And now that we see both in terms of software, hardware, and VR, AR, the way that'll change things. But are there specific things that you think are the huge trends that you're expecting to see within the next 5 years? We know content creation is going to look so different, but anything that you're keeping an eye on, Cloaksy, we'll start with you.
I'm not, like I said, I have no clue what is going to happen in a month from now. We don't know, there could be a full content, there could be a new platform that comes out, or there could be a new virtual reality system. There could be a new console that comes out. There could be, we have no clue. So, I'm not really looking forward to anything that's coming in, the coming years. It's just because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if a new game's going to come out with a new trilogy or like a 2 of something, but we just have no clue. The only thing we can just wait and see. Nothing's really that stands out for me, at least.
Sure, Jack. In addition to kind of discovery platforms, like you mentioned, like the fact that TikTok is a place where you can build an audience like no other platform offers. Anything like that comes to mind in terms of the way that the game might change?
Yeah, I think that's an example of one that's really shook things up. Moving forward, when you look at games that could really change things, a game like Grand Theft Auto 6 that we all are anticipating coming is something that can be a career for people for literally years. I mean, look at Grand Theft Auto 5, where X amount of years since it released, and it still is so wildly popular. They break records every single month, it seems. So, a game like that will be a huge, huge pull for viewership, and a lot of new people will rise up there. Cyberpunk, single-player game, which then will have its own multiplayer down the road, will be another big one that I know a lot of people, I'm sure, in this stream are excited for. So, those are games that come to mind that'll continue to push the industry forward. I think from an industry standpoint, we're going to continue to see YouTubers and people who really don't make a lot of gaming content kind of dive into and stream more, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube. That's going to really continue to grow. And I think that the blending of real sports and esports, with athletes playing more on stream, like we've just seen Odell Beckham Jr. now in the off season, during the season, play a lot on stream. He's been gaming with Scump, Nate Shot on Warzone. So we're going to continue to see that gaming is it is no longer the stereotypical dark in your basement, shut away, you know, socially awkward person. It's now one of the you know, things that is embraced in pop culture, and more superstars will be made from it.
Absolutely. Courage and Cloak, I cannot tell you how awesome it was to have you both on the show today. Cloak, congrats on the Team Razer announcement. It's always great hearing from you guys and your communities. Thank you for having all of your communities support RazerCon as well. Just because we have tons of viewers from outside the world, make sure you check out Courage and Cloaksy wherever you're tuning in from, guys. I'm being told we got to go. It was so good talking to you, and I will see you guys again soon, guys. More RazerCon in just a bit.
Bye.